Hello there, wonderful world of YouTube. It is your girl SwimmstaGal coming at you guys with another Atlas Hollywood subscription box unboxing. This is going to be a complete surprise. I didn't sneak any of this. I was tempted to check out their Discord group spoiler page because I wanted to see what inks we were getting, but because I had already purchased the box and it was set to arrive today, I was like, do not peek, do not peek. Let's just go ahead and do a blind unboxing. The only thing I've done is basically remove the tape. I'm going to be reaching into the box and pulling the inks out one at a time. All while not looking at what I'm getting. This one feels heavy. Oh, I do not have any Faber-Castell inks. That is so cool. Okay, so we're gonna set them aside. So how we're gonna do this is I'm gonna probably put this to the side for now, and I'm gonna lay them down so you guys can kind of see and get an idea of what we got. So that's box number one. That's gonna be a Graf von Faber-Castell in India Red. This one feels like it says it's a tint India Red ink. Ink India Red. Interesting, interesting. So we're gonna set that one down. Oh, this is an ink vent ink. So this, whenever Diamond releases like their calendars, I don't know if they do all the colors that they come out with in the special edition packaging, or it's just like the very popular ones. But I don't have any of these inks, so this is definitely not going to be a doubled up color. And then this one is in dusted truffle, which is so funny. I was like, I really need a brown ink, and that's a brown ink. And then we have a Stipula Calamo. Honestly, these are all like really big boxes of ink. Like the last couple of ones have been like on the smaller side, so wow. This one I don't know what color it is. I don't know if that's black. Ha ha ha. It's a basic black. Kidoki. We're gonna set that aside. And then something else that came in the package is a cool and cute little Hollywood sticker. That's so cute. I know in the first box they had they had a Hollywood one. I don't know where that one went, and I'm so bummed out because I was supposed to put it on my notebook. But we're gonna go ahead and move on to the inks. We're probably gonna do it in the order I pulled them, kind of. So we're probably gonna do the red, the black, and then the shimmer ink last, because since I'm gonna be using the folded nib again for these ink swatches, I don't want the shimmer to basically be left in all the inks, because once you get shimmer in the water, all your inks are gonna have shimmer. So let's go ahead and start off with India Red. We're gonna pull a page out. So these are the ones from last month's box. We're gonna go ahead and put this right here. Use a cute little paper clip to hold it in place. And there's something I like is when a box opens up very easily. Wow, this actually reminds me low-key of a perfume bottle, which is really interesting. It's actually very nice packaging. You have the name of the product in the front right there, so you guys can see it says Graf von Faber-Castell India Red. This is a 75 milliliter ink, so that is actually quite a hefty amount. Like, that is a lot of ink. Now let's go ahead and swatch it. I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys in a little bit more for the swatches, so just so that you guys can actually get like a better idea of what we're working with. Alrighty, so we are back. For the most part, they are all dry. The only one that still needs a little bit more drying time is truffle or dusted truffle. Is that what it is? Yeah, dusted truffle. I did remove the excess ink that I still had pulled here with a little bit of a cotton swab, but it didn't seem to affect anything on the bottom of it. The color is still pretty consistent to the areas around it, so hopefully that didn't affect it too much. So far out of these, I love this entire selection. I am a fan of red inks. When I had originally started my journey, was collecting a decent amount of them. I don't own as many now. I think maybe I have like 4 or 5 red inks. Huh, that's still a good amount, isn't it? But it is so nice to see this. I thought it was going to be like a really close match to Algonquin, Algonquin Maple by Ferris Press, and it kind of is. It's just a deeper version of it. So like if you wanted something slightly darker from this ink, this color India Red is definitely going to deliver that. And I also thought it was going to be kind of close to Diamine's Wild Strawberry, but like I said, in this case it's just like a deeper, more of a saturated burnt red. In the areas where you have a lot of ink, you do get some shading with it. So I'm going to bring this a little closer for you guys to see. So like right here, you get the little shading where the area does go darker. I think for a writing sample, you would not get as much of it if you don't use anything that's above a bold. Just because right here where you have more of a consistent ink spread, you don't have any of that shading. So it's like I said, more consistent, and you don't have the shading that you do here. So if you use something, I'm going to say, in my humble opinion, that's below a bold, you're probably not going to get a lot of the shading qualities unless you have a really wet writing pen. Because even on the writing sample right here, you don't get the shading until the end, and that's when I was like, kind of press the pen down before removing it off the page. So I would keep that in mind. If you like this, you would have to use something that's a really wet writer or bold or higher, in my humble opinion. Now the black, as you guys can see it, because the camera's picking it up really well, it does have a blue cast over it. Like I said, a lot of blacks aren't necessarily flat blacks. I think the one that I've seen that is like super flat black is the Platinum's Choi Kudo, which is like their newest release. And I believe that's like a pigment ink. So you have to be really careful when you're inking your pen, clean it consistently, and then clean it with a specific type of water so that you don't risk ruining your pen. This one is consistent. You don't have any shading, and the blue isn't as noticeable in person as it is on the camera. The camera's picking it up like super well right now. Like you can see, like if I was looking at it from a distance, it looks like a flat block to me. Like that is awesome. Like the block on this, amazing. I actually, while we were waiting for it to dry, I inked my Platinum Curadas with it, and I wrote on the back of a Warangel call where it says, where did I put Warangel? So it was the carbon black ink that failed me, because I had this ink with Platinum's carbon black and it was a hard start every single time. And this ink, super smooth. I'm not getting any of like that over feedback I was getting when I was using it with Platinum Black. So, I mean, carbon black. I am so happy that I got this black ink, which usually I know some of us like the thinner colors, but chef's kiss. I will let you guys know in a future video how that holds up, or in an updated currently inked video. We're gonna see. Maybe I'll do those videos like some of the other users do, where they kind of grade their pens and their ink matches and see how it's going. So we'll probably do that in the future. I'm super excited. Like that black ink, bomb. And last but certainly not least is the one I said, oh, Dusted Truffle. I don't know why I keep forgetting what the name is. This is actually a very nice brown color. This one has a lot of dimension to it. This one has shading all around, even in the areas where you have a lighter part of the ink, and the shimmer on it, dude, look at that. I love it when the shimmer is just like super fine, because sometimes in the writing samples, depending on how you're writing, it also kind of gives like the illusion of a sheen. That's something that's like super apparent with some of the Once Upon a Time Ferris wheel like, ink collections, because the glitter is so fine, or the shimmer is so fine, and like so much of it is in the ink that it literally looks like it sheens. But look at that. It is what I would consider to be a brown sand color. As you guys can see here, that's more of what the base looks like. This, as you guys know, with the folded nib, I did get a lot of ink on the paper. The writing sample is a little bit truer to what you're going to get in a writing experience, which again is more of that little sand brown color. But even here with the thin line, you have areas like right here and pockets where you get that shading. That is like a really stunning ink, you guys. This is a very solid box. I am so happy with these. These are so awesome, you guys. This is so cool. Like there's like not one ink I don't like. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. But we're gonna go ahead and end that video here. Oop. We're gonna go ahead and end the video here. If you guys are interested in watching more of these, or you guys wanted a more in-depth look at any of the inks, let me know and I'll make sure I include it in my ink diaries, where we like kind of get to see the inks on different types of paper. I can't wait. I cannot wait to ink this one. I have like the perfect pen and plan. I mean the perfect pen in mind for this ink. So hopefully it works out because it's shimmer heavy. But other than that, before I ramble on forever, thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you'd like to watch some more. The link to the subscription box will be down below in case you guys want to go ahead and check it out. I think it's a great value for the amount of money that we are paying for this thing. Awesome, awesome all around. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.